Welcome back, Kleschka crew, for all the subscribers out there. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. You can be a part of the Kleschka crew. Now, getting started with this video today. You may remember a few years ago, I did a series of videos where I was reacting to redesigned logos from the NBA, NFL, MLB. We're kind of going back to that today, except I'm going to be reacting to MLB redesigned jerseys. So I am really excited for this. I'm going to tell you which jersey I prefer, the current one that they roll with or this redesigned one. Let's get started. All right, here we go. Starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm looking at the two jerseys side by side, the redesign and the current one. Honestly, I would rather go with the redesign, the pinstripes, using the teal color more. They really have tried to move away from that to that like burgundy color with the tan and the black. I love the old teal uniforms with the purple. So bringing that color scheme back is a great idea if you ask me. The redesign is like a current and a past design because it has the red still and that teal. And that's a good combination. I don't mind the number placement up there. Not the biggest fan of it, but the whole jersey looks really good to me compared to what they got here. And I really would go with the redesign for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now we got the Braves in this alternate blue uniform. It doesn't really look that much different. I think the only thing is the tomahawk is underneath in the current jersey, which I'm seeing right here on their Atlanta jersey. This one, it's kind of built into the Braves name, and they got the ATL on the sleeve right there. I really like that. I love how the stripes right here are also red, along with the stripes on the sleeves. They are also red. Looks pretty similar to the one they currently roll with, but I do think I like the redesigned Braves jersey better. I do love the ATL because I know a lot of people refer to Atlanta as the ATL. So adding that on the jersey combined with the tomahawk being a part of the font, I think that's great. So give me the redesigned Braves jersey. By the way, I'm seeing these are all done by Pete M. Rogers on Instagram. I just wanted to give him some credit for all of these redesigned jerseys. These are nice, dude. These are very sweet. Baltimore Orioles. This one so far is my favorite of the three we've looked at. I love the drop shadow on the Orioles right there. I love the different colored sleeves. The current orange alternate they use is just all orange. This one right here, it's got the black sleeves along with the shoulders up here. I think that looks great. I think the drop shadow looks great. And I'm looking at the alternate orange they use currently. They don't have the Baltimore, Maryland flag anywhere on it. This one, though, a lot of people know that design, and he put that on the sleeve right there. That is a nice touch. I'm fine with the number placement, too. That's actually a place that I prefer to have the number. This one is easily my favorite out of all the jerseys so far. It looks very good. I would definitely take the redesigned Orioles jersey right here. The Boston Red Sox, and this is a green jersey, and to be 100% honest, I am not feeling it. He does provide us with a good explanation, green jersey, to celebrate the Green Monster. Now, the Green Monster is historical, and Fenway is one of the most celebrated ballparks in MLB, but I just don't feel the green jersey. It doesn't really fit with the Boston Red Sox, if you ask me. I like that font, but this feels more like a Mexico jersey to me, a St. Patrick's Day jersey. This just doesn't say Red Sox to me. It is a nice looking jersey, but it's just not the Red Sox. I would definitely take the current Boston Red Sox alternate uniform. The Chicago White Sox, the other pair of socks in the MLB. We got a gray with the pinstripes, and then you got the Chicago Stars right there in that line underneath the font. I'm not a huge fan of the font, honestly. I know it's very hard to come up with jersey ideas and logo ideas for the White Sox because they're just such a plain team with the name, the colors. It's very hard to get creative with it. The Chicago Stars was a good idea, but with that font, it's I don't know. I just don't like it. I do like the current White Sox logo, so if you would have worked that into there somehow, I think this would have looked great. But honestly, I'm still feeling the current White Sox jersey with that logo in the corner. I think that looks better. Just the font is the only thing that's not making me pick this one. It just feels too bulky and like weird. It's just not a font that I really like. Give me the current White Sox jersey. Chicago Cubs. He's really leaning into the Chicago flag. He had the stars for the White Sox, and now he's using the baby blue from the flag with Chicago across the chest and the Cub coming out of the O right there. That's a nice touch. I really would like to see the logos put more into the jerseys, you know, instead of just font like how he has it here. He has the Cub. I love when teams do that. I think that's a better and cooler idea. You got the Cubs logo on the sleeve, and then this baby blue sky color. Comparing it to the current Cubs jersey right here, would pick the redesign if, only if, the pants are the same color and have the pinstripes as well. I don't think this would really work well with gray pants or white pants. If you just have it a whole sky blue, baby blue uniform all the way down, then I'm picking the redesigned jersey. That Cub going through the O also gave it a good push. So yeah, as long as that uniform is consistent sky blue all the way down to the toes, then give me this redesign. The Cincinnati Reds. Looking at the current Reds jersey, it makes me realize how boring the real Reds jersey is and how much cooler this new redesigned Reds jersey is. They got their mascot right there on the sleeve. I think that's a nice touch. And then that font seems like it just fits Cincinnati. You know the steamboat that's out there at the Reds Stadium? I feel like that font goes just right there with it. I feel like that font belongs to that time. And that's how I feel when I look at this jersey. Then you look at the current Reds one, and it's not much. It's all white with red stripes and just the little Reds logo up there. Give me the redesigned Reds jersey. I think this looks way better. So this is super up to date. Cleveland Indians are going to be changing their name. This guy has gone ahead and done some work of his own and made them the Cleveland Guardians. Let's take a look. He has a logo as well for them right there. The Cleveland Guardians. It looks like it's still kind of going off an Indian right here, but who knows what they're going to be changing their name to. If you have any good name ideas, leave them down below. I think Guardians would be fine. Doesn't sound bad. It's kind of bland if you ask me. I feel like there's cooler names out there, but we're just talking about the jerseys today. We got, is this gray or is it like a kind of blue? I think it's a kind of blue. I think it's a really, really, really light blue. And I love how he's got red, yellow, dark blue, light blue. All these colors together look very nice. Honestly gonna pick the redesigned jersey just because the Indians are no longer gonna be a thing. So there's really no reason comparing this Guardians jersey to the Indians jersey because the Indians just, their name is gonna be done. So give me this Guardians jersey and let's move on to the next. The Colorado Rockies, like the Baltimore Orioles, this is one of my favorites. We got the alternate purple here. I'm comparing it to the alternate purple they use currently, and look how much cooler this is than the current one. The current one is just Colorado across the chest, nothing much. This one incorporates the Rocky Mountains into the name across the chest. I love it. I would get one of these jerseys probably. This looks very nice. I love when people are incorporating the name besides just letters. It immediately gets a boost in my book, and that's why I love the mountains right there being in the jersey. They should honestly take a look at this. You maybe use this or get an idea from it because you're the Rockies. So why not include that in your jersey? I think this is a great idea. Give me the Rockies redesign easily. Detroit Tigers. Now they don't really use an alternate, but this one right here looks very nice. And this is what I mean. Your team name is the Tigers. Incorporate that into your jersey. He's got the tiger stripes on the sides, and you may have not noticed this. He did tiger claws in the Detroit logo. I'm not saying you should design the entire logo, but on this jersey, I think you could get away with it and have it look good. I love that he added those tiger stripes. And look at the Detroit home jersey right now. It's just their logo up there on the chest. Incorporating the tiger into it, you have so many things you can do, and they go with this. So honestly, you should go with this. The redesign with the tiger stripes, give me this redesign. Now we're talking about the Houston Astros right here. Kind of similar to this jersey right here, where they got the sunset colors on the side. I honestly, even though he's incorporating like that orbit right there around the O, I prefer the jersey that they use currently. Kansas City Royals. I love this one. This one looks so good. It's a more vibrant blue. It has more saturation, and I love this blue. I think the blue that they have right here is a little lighter, and it doesn't look as good as the blue he is using right there. Plus, this font looks very good to me. It looks like a medieval royal kind of font with the crown on the R. That's what I'm saying. Incorporate your name into your jersey, into the logo you put across the chest. That is what this guy is doing, and it's paying off for most of these jerseys. It looks very good on almost every single one. So give me these redesigned Royals jerseys. I think these are very nice. Now my Angels. This one is going to be hard to pick. We got our current jersey right here, which I am a fan of. It is basic. It does have the halo around the A in the font, but I mean, that's our logo. You got this guy right here, did the same thing. He's got the halo around the A, and he went to our throwback logo. With this baby blue jersey, I'm honestly going to pick the redesign. I think the font looks more heavenly, which is what we're all about. We're the Angels. So give me this redesign. I think it looks great. I want more colors too. We just use red and white. This guy's incorporating yellow, sky blue, red. It looks great all thrown together, and it gives me vibes of our throwback uniforms. So I really do like this one. I think the font is a good choice, and I think it looks very well all put together. So give me the Angels redesign. The Los Angeles Dodgers. I have never been so quick to say no to one of these redesigned jerseys. The ones the Dodgers have currently are historic. The one right here kind of looks like the font was written by like a kindergartner, and it just looks like a Little League uniform. It doesn't look like a professional uniform to me. So give me the current Dodgers jersey. It's just too good and very hard to beat, especially going up against this redesign. I think the current jersey for the Dodgers is perfectly fine. The Miami Marlins. This is what they should be doing. They currently have this color scheme, and they didn't really use it. You got pink, you got blue, and you put out this black jersey that barely shows that. You got a gray jersey that does the same thing. This black jersey in the redesign, you can see much more of the pink and blue. That's the main color of the font across the chest. You also got it on the sleeves right there, and then they got their logo. It's not really much competition going up against the current one, but it easily beats the current one because of how much more it's using those colors. The Miami vibe with the pink and the blue. I think this redesign takes the cake. The Milwaukee Brewers. These look very similar. It's like they're the same jersey. I don't really see much that's different. They even got the shape of the state right there with the Milwaukee M on both of them. So it's almost like a tie to me. It's almost looking at the same jersey. Yeah, there's slight details that are different. The font isn't the same, but I honestly can't say much because there's not much that is different. So just give me the current Milwaukee jersey. Since we're not really comparing it to much, yeah, let's roll with the current one. The Minnesota Twins. This looks very similar to the cream jersey that they wear in real life. The font is very similar. You still got the pinstripes. I feel like that's a Minnesota Twins must, but there's a small detail on the redesign that you probably didn't notice. The sleeves right there are plaid, and he said he did that because he wanted more of a mountain man vibe, and that wins it over for me. The current Twins jersey doesn't have that, and just that little detail to add something more to their name on the jersey gives me the W for the redesign. These are the ones you're gonna have trouble trying to beat. Like I said with the Dodgers, it's just too historic. That's the case with the Yankees right here. I like what he's trying to do, trying to involve more colors with that red subtly on the sleeves, and they got the hat on there that's in their circle logo, but the current Yankees logo is too legendary to change. It's gonna be very hard to make that logo go away. I don't think it ever will. I do like the numbers on the sleeve. I think that's a nice touch. You could add that to the current Yankees jerseys, but I don't think this jersey would be replacing the current legendary Yankees uniform. So let's stick with what they got. The other New York team, the New York Mets. It's pretty simple, but the thing that really gives the win to the redesign is adding Mr. Met on the sleeve. I am a fan of this font. It does look very nice, but Mr. Met is one of the most popular mascots in baseball. So give me this redesign. Adding him on the sleeve is a great idea. People love him, so why not put him on the jersey? He's your mascot. You're the Mets. Throw him on there. This looks fine to me. They still got the pinstripes. They still got the orange and blue. So let's rock with the New York Mets redesign. Oakland Athletics. I love this font on their redesign. It's bigger. It looks better. And I love the stripe details right there on the sleeves. It looks pretty similar to the alternate green they have in real life. But even though they're pretty close, it is slightly different with the font right there on the redesign. I'm going to choose the redesign. It's very close. The redesign just barely beats it out for me. Philadelphia Phillies. He's bringing back the more maroon color for this jersey, and I think it works. The P looks a little strange to me. I feel like the throwback P for the Phillies looks a little different. I feel like he kind of went ahead and did his own thing here, but I love the Liberty Bell being on the jersey, and I love the baby blue complementing the maroon. I really like this redesign for the Phillies. I think this one wins. Pittsburgh Pirates. We got the alternate blacks here, and I am loving the alternate black that I'm seeing in the redesign. See that tear at the bottom? He said that's to pull off more of a torn flag look, which makes sense. They're pirates. They're scrappy. They steal things. They destroy things. And that is what this jersey is representing right there at the bottom. I don't know if that would show. I feel like that would be tucked in. But if it does show, I think that would look awesome. They both had the black font with the highlight of yellow around it. But I think this one, with that detail of the torn flag, takes the cake. Give me the redesigned Pirates jersey. San Diego Padres with the brown and yellow. They included the Padre himself in the font with the number on the sleeve. But the detail that they're missing is the pinstripes that they currently wear in real life. And the thing I gotta say is the pinstripes take the cake for me. I really do want a pinstripe home jersey of Fernando Tatis. That's one that is on my list of jerseys to buy. I'm gonna get that soon, but that is why I'm sticking with the current Padres jersey. Those pinstripes look so good with the brown and yellow, and taking them away on the redesign, I don't think was a good move. So I'm gonna stick with the current Padres jersey. San Francisco Giants. I love the font on the redesign. Why? Because it represents their name so well. It's giant, it's big, it's bold, but the thing that kills it for the redesign, too much orange. At least on the current orange jersey the Giants use, the font is black, and they have a little bit of gold in there too, but this one just has way too much orange. Make that font black and then put that on the orange jersey. I think the redesign wins, but currently I'm sticking with the current Giants orange jersey just because it has the black font. It doesn't drown it in orange, so give me the current Giants jersey. Seattle Mariners, sticking with that teal alternate. I like it. I like the number on the sleeve, and I love the trident through the S right there. And that S gives me like a sea vibe, like an under the ocean kind of vibe. So I really like that detail. And the Mariners one right here, I mean, it kind of just has Mariners across the chest. It does have their logo up by the M, but I think the one with the Peck logo right here and the trident going through it, I think that looks way better. I wonder what Andy would think about this one, but I would go with the Mariners redesigned jersey right here. St. Louis Cardinals. I love that they have their mascot right there in the font, but this one falls under the same thing that the Giants jersey did, and that is too much red. I feel like you got to make the font a different color. White wouldn't be bad. I think that would make it look more professional. Yellow, I feel would like be a weird color to have that bright across your jersey. They got the St. Louis logo on the sleeve, but the Cardinals jersey that they use in real life looks so beautiful, and it's so well done. It's one of the best jerseys in baseball, so give me the current Cardinals jersey. Tampa Bay Rays. I am loving this redesigned jersey. One of my favorite things about the Tampa Bay Rays is that rainbow gradient that they've used in past uniforms, and they have it on one of their hats currently. This isn't quite a rainbow. It's more of like sunset colors, which I feel fits with Florida in the Tampa area. You got the Ray right there on the sleeve, and I love this font with the gradient. It looks so good. I think it looked better with the rainbow gradient instead of yellow to orange, but I think this one beats the current jersey for the Rays, so give me this redesign. This is also one of my favorites. Texas Rangers. This one, whoa, you know what I just noticed? I did not notice this until I took another look at it right now. Half of it is a red stripe and the other half is white, which they can get away with because their colors are red, white, and blue, so it makes sense. And I love this font for them. Really good, especially with two different colors on each side of the jersey. That is something I really like, a detail I didn't notice until I started talking about it, but I think it's a detail that is really good in my book. The font looks way better. It kind of looks like the baby blue font they use, but I'm going with this redesigned Texas Rangers blue jersey right here. Toronto Blue Jays. They're sticking with that classic Blue Jays font, which looks great, and they got the Blue Jays logo right in the middle, but you can still read the Blue Jays. As long as that logo doesn't affect the readability of the font across the chest, I think they can get away with it. Comparing it to their baby blue uniform they have in real life, they're different blues. Obviously, the one they have in real life is a baby blue. This one is a more vibrant blue. It's kind of like the Kansas City Royals jersey we saw earlier, and that is why I'm giving it to the redesign. You guys already heard me say it about the Royals. I love this blue. It looks really good, and the logo smack dab in the middle, and you can still read Blue Jays. That is great in my book, so give me the redesigned Blue Jays jersey. And finally, the Washington Nationals. This one right here has got the double stripes on the sleeve, white, so it pops out. Got the number on the sleeve again. I think he's a huge fan of that. He's included that in a lot of his designs, but I don't hate it. I'm a fan of the number on the sleeve, and this is what he did right. You got the red jersey with the blue font. It's not red. It's not drowning in the color of the jersey. Then you got the white details. You got the stars on the other sleeve, which I think is a nice nod to DC, and this jersey I think takes the cake against their current jersey. I would take the redesigned Nationals jersey. Thank you everybody for watching this video here today. I'm thinking I'm going to do NFL jerseys soon and NBA, so comment down below which jersey for your team would you rather have, your current one or your redesigned one that we took a look at today. Tell your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your pets, your friends, your aunt, your uncle, everybody you know to subscribe if they haven't already. It's free. I would appreciate it. I got this, and I will see you next time.